Grapefruits have a problem in California. My friend Adrian and I, we're going to get to the bottom of that right here. We'll be tasting hybrids bred to solve that problem, including this one, which I was surprised to find has such a bad reputation. Grapefruits originated in the Caribbean as a chance cross between a pummelo and a sweet orange. In the Caribbean, the warm weather helps the grapefruit to get sweet. This is a store-bought grapefruit from either Florida or Texas where it's really hot, like the Caribbean. We're gonna taste that and see what it's like. You ready?
I'm ready. Texas red or whatever it's called?
I bet it'll be pigmented. It just said grapefruit. So I don't know if it's from Texas or from Florida. It just said USA. I like it when they tell you the state it's from.
All right.
You want to follow me? You've
Yeah,
never used one of these things?
No, no.
When I was a child, my grandmother had a house in Florida, and we used to pick the grapefruit right off the tree and eat them with a spoon like this. I bought this spoon just so we could make this video. And this is a nice piece of fruit. It's sweet, but it's also a little tart, and it has just a tad of bitterness. It's a
nice grapefruit.
Yeah, it's a good grapefruit. Okay, I'm gonna measure the Brix. You knew it.
The Brits.
Here we go. Ten even. So it's 10% sugar, this grapefruit. This is a marsh grapefruit grown in California's Central Valley. We'll taste this one next and compare.
Oh, you do.
This is more like the ones I used to eat as a child in Florida. California-grown Marsh grapefruit.
Marsh?
Marsh, M-A-R-S-H, Marsh.
Ah, as in a wet, sticky place.
It's actually not bad. I think it's been an unusually hot year, and it's been good to this fruit. I think in most years, this wouldn't be this sweet by now.
I think I like the one from the store better, Dan.
I did too. I preferred the store-bought one. Great ice cream truck. A Christmas song.
We get the Christmas songs on the ice cream truck in March. Go figure, eh?
Okay, let's check the Brix. This one. This one's 9 even. So not quite as sweet. But the Central Valley has good heat for growing citrus. In cooler areas of California, this wouldn't be as good. It's actually much harder to grow a good grapefruit in California because of the Mediterranean climate. The cool nights make it harder to grow a good grapefruit. In Florida, Texas, the Caribbean, you have warm nights and warm days, which is very good for growing a grapefruit. I've tried to grow grapefruit in my house in the southern part of the Santa Clara Valley. A friend told me to leave my grapefruit on the tree an extra year, and I tried that and they still weren't sweet. They were sour and bitter. I've been working to make it easy for you to buy trees of citrus varieties that have been difficult or impossible to find until now, and also some of my personal favorites, such as the 2 varieties that you're about to see. You can find them at fruitmentor.com/citrus trees or scan this code. We ship nationwide except for Florida and Texas, and we can even ship to all of the quarantined areas in California. In the 20th century, citrus breeders at the University of California-Riverside performed experiments where they bred a white grapefruit with a pummelo called Siamese sweet. These 2 fruits are products of those experiments. This one is called Oroblanco, and this one is called Melogold. The Siamese sweet parent carries 2 copies of a gene that prevents citric acid from accumulating in the juice sacs, making the fruit completely acidless. Both Oroblanco and Melogold inherited 1 copy of that gene, which significantly reduces their acidity and makes them taste much sweeter than the marsh grapefruit. Let's taste the Oroblanco. Very nice. This is a lot sweeter than the marsh grapefruit and even sweeter than the Florida grapefruit.
Nice of that. However, it is a little harder to cut, I've noticed.
Yeah, maybe just slightly harder. So you like it better than either one?
Let's see. Nicer taste than the other 2. Gotta say, using your fancy spoon that's got the serrated edges on, a lot harder to.
Oh, you butchered yours.
Yes, a lot harder to cut. Hey, you should show the people how you've eaten that. Look at that. And look at how he's eaten that. Very
Well,
neat.
I'm a pro with the grapefruit spoon. Let's try the Brix test.
I'm going to gather more sugar because my hands are sticky.
You're gonna guess more sugar? I think so too. It's a lot sweeter, but a lot of it may be also that it has less acidity. Oh, I missed the meter. There we go.
Yeah, you're splattering me as well with it.
It's a 12.2, and I think it has less acidity too. So not only does it have more sugar, but it has less acidity, so it tastes a lot sweeter than either of the grapefruit, the commercial grapefruit from Florida or the one from the Central Valley. This is a Melogold.
Well, let's try that one then. What's that one? Siamese twin again or something? What did you say?
It's a cross of Siamese sweet and I think some form of marsh grapefruit. It's really nice. It's a big piece of fruit. I was actually surprised several years ago, a website reader wrote to me and said that he didn't like the Melogold because it's sour. But a couple years ago, I learned why that happened, why that reader wrote to me. I found in an Asian grocery store in Silicon Valley, they were selling these fruits still green in December, so they weren't ripe at all. So some greedy farmer was selling these before they were ripe and ruining the reputation of the fruit. But one nice thing about both this and the Oroblanco is you can leave it on the tree and they'll both get sweeter and sweeter. They hang on the tree very well and they get sweeter. So even if you're in a cool climate, you can leave it on the tree and it'll get sweet. So the Brix for the Melogold is 10.2, so it's a little lower. With fruits like navel oranges, there are actually government regulations that prevent farmers from selling it before it's ripe, but those don't exist for niche fruits like the Melogold, so that's why that problem exists with the Melogold. So with the Melogold, your best bet for a ripe fruit is to grow it yourself. But my daughter and I recently tasted a niche fruit where the farmers did a great job picking the fruit at exactly the right moment. Click here to watch the video. At the end of that video, I explained the ripeness standards for navel oranges and the specific quality levels required before a farmer can sell the fruit.
Ooh, look at that. Nice.